Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So these are the things I'll be using for this project. We have our buttercream offset spatula, two piping bags with nozzles attached to it, a cake board, your cake and your turntable, any food coloring of your choice. For this project I'm using royal blue. You can use whatever you like, and also you're going to be needing a cake scraper. I forgot to put that in the video. Anyway, let's get straight to it. So I am applying my buttercream on my cake. So this is a very simple tutorial. It's for beginners. This is what I call a crumb coat. You apply a very thin layer of buttercream on the cake. This helps to seal in cake crumbs. That way you don't get cake crumbs in your final icing. Now, crumb coat is the first layer of icing applied on your cake. It retains the moisture and it seals in your cake crumbs to the sides of your cake. After this, I'm just going to clean it up nicely and just pop it in the freezer to chill for just 10 minutes. Now, we don't want a frozen cake, we just want the buttercream to set. Now we're back and I'm applying more buttercream. Now you see I have applied this heavy-handedly, or I'm applying more than I did the first time. Now that's the difference. This is the final ice and I'm going to apply it all around the cake. Now you notice I'm applying it. This is my technique. This is what works for me. So I'm applying the buttercream from the bottom of the board up to the top of the cake and lifting it up a bit higher than the cake. That way it forms some kind of wall around the cake. Now that wall, this method comes in handy later. I'm going to refer to that later on. So I'm just going to keep on applying the buttercream. Now it's advisable for you to have two bowls. If you notice in the video, I'm scooping from two different bowls. One bowl is for the buttercream that is somehow mixed up with some cake crumbs, and then I have the bowl without the neat buttercream. You need to be careful so you don't have any buttercream on your final icing. It takes a lot of practice. When I first started, I used to have a lot of crumbs in my final ice, but practice makes perfect. The more you do it, the more you get it. Now I've gone round with all the buttercream, and then this is the cake scraper. You can't do buttercream if you don't have one. Now the scraper is flush to the board and flush to the side of the cake, and you turn the turntable and not your hands and not the cake. You turn the turntables. Now there are holes that I need to fill in. You go back in with your buttercream, fill it up nicely around the cake. You turn and you find those spots that need more buttercream and you fill it up. Yeah, just extra buttercream around it. Now when you do this, you're going to go back in with your scraper, and like I said, your scraper should be straight on the board and flat to the side of your cake, and you turn the turntable around. As you can see, each time you pass your scraper, you need to clean your scraper. Notice what I'm doing there. I'm using my spatula to scrape off the buttercream on my scraper. It's a repeated process till you get the desired result. Fill in any more holes. Yeah, that's it. Go around. It takes patience. There's no rush. I clean up my scraper nicely. It is really important to make sure you clean off buttercream from your scraper after each pass. Notice I'm scraping off and I'm going back in with the scraper. I cannot overemphasize the importance of cleaning your tools. Now I'm just scraping off the edges, pulling it in, those excess buttercream that was up there. Sorry, I don't have that footage in this. Now I just take some blue color and mix it in some buttercream, and then the spoon I used to mix, I just put dots, you know, just to make the design a little bit more interesting. I put the dots, just little dots, and I'm going to still go back in with the scraper. Notice I am always cleaning my scraper when I pass around the cake. Now, please do not use a board that is covered with paper. The paper on my board has absorbed so much moisture and it's no longer white. Ignore that. So I'm going to put the blue buttercream on the top of the cake. This is a little bit tricky, but with practice you can get this too. Notice how I'm flicking my wrist. I'm not touching the white buttercream. I am just restricting myself to the blue buttercream and spreading it over the top of the cake without pressure, and you just go around carefully and make it as neat as possible. Like I said, it takes practice. It'll take you a while, but with time you're going to get it. My cake is not even perfect, but you do your best to get the best results, and with time you're going to get it right. So after doing this, I'm going to scrape the sides again to get off that lip of buttercream that was going off the sides. And then, as you can see, I'm still cleaning my scraper each time I make a pass. Don't forget, it's only going to make your work messy if you don't clean. It's really important. I scrape the edges in with the offset spatula and I clean each time I pass, and I clean, clean, clean. You cannot overemphasize the fact that you need to clean your offset spatula and your scraper each time you make a pass or make any movement on the cake. Isn't that beautiful already? It's not perfect, but we're going to make it work. So now I'm going to pipe along the edges of the cake, you know. So I hope you guys like this video. It's really simple. Any beginner can basically do this. And let me know in the comments if you like this video, if you didn't like it, if there's something you'd like to see, maybe a video on piping tips and what have you. And I would love to answer your questions, or reply or request by making a video that you guys want to see. Thank you once again for watching. This is the final thing. I'm just piping on the birthday message, and there you have it. Thank you for watching. Bye.